G'day everyone, it's NQ's Explorers again. We're on another field trip. Today we're in the Gulf Savannah country, and it's an old Goldfields town here. It was came to being here in the late 1880s. Never a really big place like most of these gold towns, fairly transient population, that sort of thing. And there were 4 pubs here. This here is the remains of one of them. It's more substantial than most that you find up here. There's a bit of a big brick hearth here, and stone hearth, and a big paved area here. And there's a few little fireplaces around the place where there was probably miners' huts or tents and things. Hopefully we find a few good relics around here. Might be a couple of coins, you never know. And then we'll go out looking for some gold maybe. But it's a beautiful spot, and it's pretty remote too. We're about 30 kilometres from the nearest road. It's just an old bush track coming in here, so you know, there's not much activity in here anymore, but we'll see how we go. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching our video. Well, here's one of those, another one of those old stone hearths. Probably a tent here, or maybe it was a little wooden cabin, but the white ants ate that long ago. But this is where they would have boiled up the billy every night. So it was someone's home once, but not much left of it now. And there's a few of these around the place. And out in the scrub there you find little miners' camps in the middle of nowhere. So you know you can find a lot of relics out in these areas. There's a lot of rubbish too, but it's all old time stuff. There's no, you're not messing with the modern stuff like ring pulls and that sort of thing. So it's all good. We'll go and have a look. Well, we're on the old town site now. What you can see over there is the remains of the old bakery chimney. But not far from there, just stumbled across these little treasures under a tree. There's the remains of an old gold pan. Look at that. Big nugget's probably got away from that one. It's got a big hole in the bottom. And some bits of machinery, maybe an old cooking pot, and some old bottles. Unfortunately, no top on it, but that's a good old bits of scrap there, probably off a boiler. The old gold pan's a beauty though. Wonder how much gold went through that. This is a good spot. And look over here, there's a couple of old shovels. Oh, what's left of them. Done a bit of work, that one. Oh, that's good. Should be some good old relics around there. Well, under this old bush here, just got a lovely old find here. It's an old button. An old, of the old style flannel shirts that the prospectors used to wear. Usually they got a bit of writing on them, and they with the brand name on them. Everything back in the 1800s had a brand name on it, so that's a lovely little find. Okay, I'll try to get a name off that and a brand. Let's move on. This little old bush here, that's where I got that first button, and got another hard signal here. It's another button. What a beauty. That's great. I love these old brass buttons. They're everywhere in the old Goldfields. I guess cotton back then wasn't too good, or they didn't rot it away and the old buttons came off. Okay, I'll get a name off that. That'll have a brand name on it too, and I'll subtitle the name. Good one. Well, I just got my third button in about 3 minutes. This one's, I'm pretty sure that says Superior Finish. I'll look it up because there's quite a catalogue on the internet of these old brand names. Of course, a lot of the companies are long gone, but yeah, Superior Finish. Nice one. Okay, another lovely old button. Well, this is a fruitful spot. There's my 4th old button. It just shows you this little old bush here. It's fairly prickly. I don't know how many people have ever been out here. I don't know if there's much detecting going on, but it just shows you stick your call up on there under these difficult spots, and you make good finds. I'm really happy with that. 4 old buttons from the gold rush. Wonderful find. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. What about this? This is pretty common up in the Goldfields. I love finding them though. Bell Black Wax Matches London trademark. That's the lid. You got a bits of the side there. Sometimes you can find the whole matchbox is complete, where they got a striking surface on the back. But beautiful old relic. Nice one. Here's a lovely, another lovely old gold mining relic. A shovel. One's complete. The handle's long gone obviously, but yeah. How about that? Old miner's shovel. Plenty of relics in this area, that's for sure. Okay, we'll keep going. Well, I don't actually like to say I'll give people tips because there's plenty of people out there with more experience than I've got. But I'll just tell you what we do. These old thorn bushes, I found all those buttons under the thorn bush over there. People tend to avoid them and they don't go in there. You poke your coil in there and sometimes you'll be rewarded. This one here, this is a great old find for a Goldfields town. Look at that there, it's not even, it's on top of the ground, it's a dead set sunbaker under this thorn bush. It's an old silver threepence. It is worn, but it's a Victorian, an English Victoria sixpence. I think it's got a bun head on it too, so it might be fairly old. I'll have a real good look at this, and I'll get a date up there for you. Boy, that's a great find in the old ghost town. What a ripper. Okay, we'll keep sticking the coils under these thorn bushes because they're turning up the goodies. Well, there she is in all her glory. Beautiful young Victoria. There she is. And the date is 1877. So what a great old find. It's laying on the top of the ground. Beautiful silver threepence. Okay, there's more to be found here. We'll keep going. Well, we're just prospecting up and down this little creek line here. Hopefully there might be a couple of little nuggets the old timers left behind. But here's something that, you know, you're in the Goldfields where the old timers already been here. I just dug this up. It's an old miner's boot heel from his hobnail boots. Still got the nails in it. Okay, well they've been here before me. Hope they left something. Well, how about these? These are a handy little device. This is a little handheld GPS. You can see I've got 6 satellites on it there. I've marked the car so when you're wandering around in this sort of country, which is reasonably featureless, there's a couple of hills, but down on the ground here you can't see very far. The little GPS is really handy, and you can mark features, and then when we get back to the camp, we use a bit of software called Aussie Explorer, and then we can upload the points of interest onto the software, and you can actually see on the topo map where you've been. I mean, this one's just a basic model. You can get them with all the bells and whistles, and they do direct uploads. I just do it manually, but no, they're a handy little tool. Still carry a map and compass because the batteries go flat, but no, they're really, satellites have made a big difference. They're working around in the bush. Righto. Well, we've been going a couple of hours now, so time for a bit of morning tea. We've got a fruit and nut energy bar. Just sit down and enjoy the view and enjoy the quiet out here. It's just beautiful. The Gulf Savannah of North Queensland. Okay, well, we'll be back shortly. Well, we've come across a bit of an old timers camp here in the bush. A couple of relics. Pointing us the way is a Keen's DSF. I guess that'd be mustard. Keen's mustard. I'll check out what that DSF is. I'm not sure what that is. It's an old lid off a mustard tin, I'd say. And this one here, I'm pretty sure it's an old switchblade razor. We thought it was a pocket knife at first, but I think it's pretty confident. There's no blade left on it, but it's relatively complete. I think it's an old switchblade. So he's been shaven out here anyway. That's good. Good relic. Okay, keep going. Here's another one of those old matchboxes. Bell and Black London, trademark, number 4 wax matches, I guess. That's just a lid. We're still looking for the rest of the box. Alright, well, that's a good little spot. Well, here's a nice little spot for lunch. We're well into the dry season now, and the creek's drying up, but there's still a bit of water here. There's a couple of kangaroos we just disturbed coming in here for a drink, so good little spot in the shade. We'll sit down and have a bit of something to eat. Well, we've just pulled up at this little billabong here, and we're having a cup of tea, a bit of lunch, and we'll keep going, see what else we can find. Nice little spot, a little bit of water left in the creek still. Okay. Well, here's another nice old relic. It's actually a complete matchbox, complete with hinge and lid. I think it says Fuse, FUSEE, and Vesta Company London, trademark, number 4 wax matches again. That's the whole box. Look at that. What a great old relic. Been laying on the ground here over 120 years. I'll clean it up and we'll try to get a proper brand name off that. I've just sort of read it off the top and it's not completely legible, but anyway, that's a good find. There you go, a relic from the gold rush. Well, this is how it is detecting and prospecting in the Gulf Savannah Goldfields. Obviously I've been down in the creek here, but if you have a look on the Back Creek bank, this is up on the flats. Basically on the flats there you got probably nearly a metre of soil before you get down to the quartz rubble at the base down here, and then you got rock down the bottom. But not much point detecting up there. Look how much soil there is, well over a metre before you get down to the wash down here. So you got to look for shallower ground than this. Well, that's all right though. It sort of shows you, if you get in the gullies, what the country's like up on the flats. Well, how about this? This could be another one of those little tent pubs. These are old green beer bottles. Not much good nick, but... And there's some more over here. Long broken, unfortunately. I don't know if they're worth anything, those things anyway. They've actually got writing on them. Typical of what you find in these mining camps though. There's another one over here. More bottles. They're laying around everywhere. They're all from the 1800s. Shame the neck's gone. I guess if it was there, it wouldn't be here. Some other fellow would have picked it up. Anyway, we'll keep hunting around this area. Might come up with something decent. There's bottles everywhere here. All got the tops broken off them. All the beer bottles or cordial bottles, I'm not sure. Well, this one's not too bad. No top on it. Oh, there you go. Old mining camp. Keep hunting. Bottles. I think it's an old pub dump. This one here, it's about 99%. Little chip out of the top. Oh look, still got wine in it. That'd be well cured. I might take that one. That's not too bad. Righto, we'll keep looking around here. Well, I'm further upstream now. You can see up in the distance, just dead straight ahead there's a big quartz blow. Big lump of quartz. And there's some pretty red ground around there, so I'll go up there and have a look. You can tell out here by the colour of the soil by the anthills, the grey ones, and then you can see it transforms into red further up the hill. But we'll keep hunting up the hill there and we might get lucky. Anyway, beautiful day to be out. Well, there's a bit of a wrap from that little trip out the Gulf Savannah last week. We're going to go back at it there actually. We've already planned a next trip out. We're going to do another week out there in the Goldfields. A lot of fun. Well, these old brass buttons, look, we found these things are in the Goldfields. Anyways, who ever detected Australian Goldfields, I know these things are all over the place, but to me they're a really personal find. They're a lot like coins because they were owned by individuals, and they're a very personal sort of thing to find off a miner. He's been out there all that time ago, and he's lost a little bit of his clobber there, so that's great. I love those old buttons, and they're all branded so that you can identify them generally. The old matchbox. Now, wax matches, this thing would have sat around the fire 130 years ago and heard a few stories from the day's diggings. And look at it now. Waited all that time for me to come dig it up. What a beauty. And the old boot heels, hobnail boots. I don't know how those fellas got around that country in shoes like that. Cutthroat razor. Found a lot of bullets and things, but I haven't got them here. A couple of these brass buckles off, packs, and maybe that could look like it could be off a set of braces or something. Some fella's pants probably fell down. And the little silver threepence, 1877. Didn't even have to dig it up. You didn't even need a metal detector to find that thing. That's a ripper. Look, that was a great trip. We really enjoyed that. The weather out there was fantastic. Even though it's winter in Australia, that out in that country we were getting 27, 28 degrees in the day. Blue sunny skies was just lovely. You're going to get hot out there when we're out there next month, but that's alright. We'll do another video out there. I guess you're wondering about the gold. What about the gold? Yeah, well, what about the gold? What I was doing while I was out there, this is just an old Alice rig I use when I'm out prospecting. I was putting any rocks in this pouch that I checked that weren't hot rocks that were giving us a good signal on the detector. And I just, they didn't have any visible gold in them. So when I came home, they stayed in the pouch for a few days, and then I just dumped them in the back garden. Then I was watching Crampo fiddling around in the gold pan on his channel there. Check out his channel, Crampoable. He's got some good stuff in there. It's I've got a channel link on mine. Now, Crampo's fiddling around in the gold pan, so I thought, well, I might just do the same thing. So I crushed up those little rocks with a hammer and a rag and panned them down. And sure enough, it's they're shot full of fine gold. Unfortunately, this camera doesn't give a real good close-up. I couldn't do it any justice, but there's just little flakes of gold all through there. It's like an ironstone stained quartz. A lot of the gold out there in that Etheridge field too has got a lot of high silver content, and it can get pretty badly stained. So, but this, if you view this and the magnification, I've probably got about 0.1 of a gram of gold there. So that's probably $4 something worth of gold. That's all right for a few days hunting. But just to prove to you, what I'll show you, I'll fire up the Scorpion here, and I'll show you what this. I've got a little 3x7 inch double D coil on there. This is a 15 kilohertz VLF detector. I'll fire him up, and I just got a little bit of positive ground balance on it there. You can hear that's really quite grand here at home, only in the backyard. Now check this out. Just picking up like fine gold in that pan. So how about that? I thought I came back empty-handed, but I brought a little bit back with me. No retirement nugget, it's still out there. I left that out there for next time. It's still appreciating in the ground, but it's a good one. I was happy with that. I came back with a little bit of gold and those great old relics. So there you go. That was a little trip to the Goldfields. We're going back next month. Great weather out there, better than on the coast. And anyway, everyone, thanks for watching the video. We had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you watching. I enjoy watching your videos from all around the world. There's some great stuff getting found around the place, and it's really a really great community of treasure hunters and prospectors and coin hunters. A lot of fun. So anyway, fellas, thanks a lot for watching, and catch you next time. Happy hunting.